Welcome back to the channel. We're the Whisky Wimps. We're gonna do a side to side of some store picks from a store we went to. Matt didn't bring the whiskey that he was supposed to bring, so
I know.
it's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal, you know. I was hoping that Matt would carry the channel this month because I'm really tired. April.
I forgot one bottle, guys. One bottle.
The one that we were gonna start with. But we got these store picks. We got this store pick right here. Whistle Pig store pick from the Cypress Craft Beer and Liquor. Super cool guys down there. I believe it's a family-owned and operated shop. A guy named Sean, and I'm guessing his father Sam, but there's at least a Sean and a Sam. If you guys don't know what a store pick is, it's kind of like a barrel pick. Basically, store owner or anybody, if it's just a barrel pick, can take different samples of a different line of whiskeys, say the Whistle Pig, or say, not this one, the one that Matt was supposed to bring, and get some samples sent to you, and you can pick which sample you like best, and they will send you all the bottles from that barrel. You basically buy an entire barrel of whiskey.
Exactly.
You can get however many bottles come out of that barrel, and they're all yours. Like this one right here. I don't know how many bottles they got exactly.
It usually says on there how many.
It's, oh, you may be right.
Or at least it gives you the
Not
number.
in this case.
Okay. Usually it says like bottle number 11 out of 20. I don't know.
So it is from barrel 190616.
19,616. Oh, there we go.
Barrel 19,616. It's stored warehouse 2, Rick A, level 3. It's 108 proof, and 10-year-old Whistle Pig. They've got an interesting story. They do a lot of sourcing because they're a young company owned by Raj Peter Bhakta. I believe he worked with Peter. Oh, no, did I just say Peter?
You did say Peter.
Dave Pickerel, who did a lot of good work with Maker's Mark. Anyway, they sourced some of their whiskey from MGP. They originally sourced very first from Canada, which is interesting because I really don't like Canadian whiskey, but they found some whiskey up there in Canada. These guys are in Vermont, and they're working on what they call triple terroir. I don't know if it's like French, Terroir, triple terror. It's like terroir. And what it's going to mean. They're not doing it quite yet, I don't think, like at least not 100%. They're using their own water, their own oak that they're making their own barrels from right there in Vermont, and then their own grain that they're growing and harvesting right there. This farm stock was the first to actually have their own whiskey that they distilled, and I think it's like 20% of their whiskey, and then MGP from Indiana, and then some of that Canadian stuff that they first started with in the farm stock rye.
Okay.
But we're not gonna. Well, I guess we can do side by side since you've got your whiskey. We can do this whiskey.
I forgot my whiskey.
It's okay. I'm only gonna bring it up one more time. But I wanted to give another shout out real quick to Sean down there at Cypress Craft Barrel Beer and Liquor. It's gonna be a long month, dude.
We haven't even had one glass of whiskey yet, guys.
Dude,
He took a nap. He had a cup of coffee.
I did not sleep. I should have been. I got horizontal for a minute, right there on that love sack over there, but I did not go unconscious. It's just I've been going balls to the wall for a while, and it's fine. It's going to be a long month. I'm hoping this water of life is going to bring it back into me. That's a good
thing this isn't carbonated.
Okay.
Well, let's stop talking and let's start pouring and sipping, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that.
We're the Whisky Wimps.
Didn't I say that?
No.
I didn't? Damn, that's a long time. That's a long intro. Woo, this still sounds good. All right.
All right. So, Brian, I learned a little bit of something this week.
What'd you learn?
About whiskey barrels.
What'd you learn?
That they're only used once, and then they're actually destroyed.
That's not true at all.
Actually, from what I heard is that a lot of these barrels are...
Most scotches are aged in ex-bourbon casks.
Well, from my understanding is that a lot of the bourbon whiskey barrels are only used once.
Well, if it's going to be bourbon, it has to be a new cask.
And then they usually throw them away.
Hopefully they're sending them to Scotland because they need them over there. Most scotch is aged in bourbon casks. So I would think they'd be sending the majority of them over to those folks to be doing their scotch aging.
Maybe. I don't know about that, but I know a lot of them are destroyed. But I did hear that some cigar companies are now trying to ferment their cigars in actual old bourbon cask barrels to give it a little bit of extra flavor. and to kind of lose some of the not tartness, but just that little bit acidic taste from the tobacco. Anyways,
I'll try. I'll smoke one, I guess. I like.
It's to be interesting. I thought it was an interesting fact.
People are interesting. People do lots of interesting things. Like, see, here's the thing I love about the Whistle Pig. It's got that the most rye of any of the ryes I've had for the most part. Like, it's just very floral, very grassy, very rye spicy. Whatever, if I can find, maybe I'll hit up Sean and see if I can figure out if they know what the mash bill was on this.
I thought the mash bill is undisclosed, right?
It's blend. This is like, I think that this one is going to be a blend of the MGP and the Canadian stock they got. So it's probably undisclosed. Whatever information I can dredge up on this bottle right here, I will put right here so you can read it. We picked this up for $79, I think it was, at the store. But the one thing about store picks is you have to get them from that store. So if you're not anywhere near there, you can either call them and maybe they'll ship you one, or you have to go there and get it yourself. So it's not something you're going to find all over the place. That was the first time I'd seen a store pick of Whistle Pig.
Not Whistle Pig.
Yeah, store picked Whistle Pig. Not saying there aren't many out there. I don't have a huge experience with store picks, but I do like them because it means somebody, a real person, was like, well, it's always made by real people.
Wow, it was a real person, guys. A real person.
People.
Real people.
Whiskey made by real people.
Real people tasted this whiskey.
In real earth.
Real earth. Real earth.
Real earth.
Oh, real
on
earth.
the real earth.
Oh, that real earth.
Yeah, not the flat one. It's just refreshing. And there's like this.
I did.
Wintergreen. Like, have you gone in for the?
I haven't gone in for the taste yet. I'm still smelling. It was a little bit of high ethanol for me when I first.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that it's just the rye spice kicking in the face, but maybe.
No, I did get the rye. No, it was just still got a little ethanol in. I'm just trying to let it open up just
There's
a
a little
tad
bit of
bit more.
sweetness. I'm thinking like there's some peppermint.
Oh, I'll tell you if there's peppermint. I'm not a peppermint fan. I'll be able to tell you that right off the bat.
I'm getting it on the nose, like some kind of mint for sure. I mean, it's the grassiest.
I think it might be the grassy, but like I'm not. Usually, I would pick up mint right away. I'm not a mint guy, but like,
me either. Honestly, that's like one way that Hillary can keep me away from the sweets in the house is like mint.
So I'm the same way. If she gets anything peppermint, like I can't do thin mints. Sorry, Girl Scouts. I know they're good, but not for me.
Hey, Samoas, Tagalogs.
Speaking of my Samoas,
I didn't eat all of them.
I ate a good row and a half.
Yeah, but you offered them to me. You said
I
take
know.
as many as you want.
I know. I did, but still, they were my Samoas. All right, I'm going in.
Go in. While you're going in, I don't know if I remember to say that Sean gave me a cigar. When I just met Sean for the first time, I like to think that I've got a friend down there in Cypress now. And I know I got a friend in Joey Featherman down there who I put out that didn't like this bottle and I was gonna, just give it to somebody to pass it on. And he's the one that turned me on to not only that store, but another place called Cork that I got some store picks from in Long Beach, or Bixby Knolls. And man, there's some good freaking stores out there, man. Those are my two favorite stores probably down there in Southern California at this point. Cypress Craft Beer and Spirits and Corked over in Bixby Knolls, man.
Don't go to Omega Liquor.
We got some stuff for you guys this month, dude. Let me tell you what, man. There's
Omega Liquor. Oh, whoa.
in this bag right here, we've got some awesomeness for you coming up. We're gonna stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Also, we just started a Whisky Wimps Instagram.
Congratulations. I'm gonna give that one to you. I think you say we, but I think that was all you, buddy. Well done.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for taking the initiative.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
So follow us on the Whisky Wimps Instagram. It's Whisky Wimps, all one word, with an E.
And if anything like the content on our Searchables Reptiles Facebook page, those should be posted maybe once every 3 months or something.
Back to the whiskey here, guys. You okay?
Yeah, I had the whiskey in my mouth the whole time.
It's good.
Ah.
Good place for it.
So what, are you getting any of that mint there?
No, I'm not getting any mint whatsoever.
Well, good,
actually.
because I know you don't like it at all, so I'm glad you're not getting it.
No, I'm not getting any mint. I'm getting
You getting any light candy?
no. It's almost like off the nose. I'm getting like a flower, like a bouquet of flowers, like a springtime flower. Off the mouth, I'm getting some wet wood.
Perhaps burnt, wet wood?
Actually, yeah, I'm getting the burnt wet wood in there.
Burnt wet wood.
Burnt wet wood, guys. This is
Mystery. That is mystery.
And a little bit of some steel rims. Yeah. Some steel rims on that one.
Hey, we got a really good month lined up for you guys. Honestly, we got a couple
should get
bottles.
back to the channel
Old
here.
Carter. We're gonna go head to head. Old Carter, another sourced whiskey that is just flipping fantastic. Oh my gosh.
That one is gonna knock your socks off and your shoes off. Probably knock the socks back on, then knock them off again.
We're gonna do a 5 favorites. We're picking. Matt and I each picked our favorites from the last 3 months.
Yes, we did.
From each month, our favorite from the month, and we're gonna do a blind tasting of those this month.
And we're also doing our 5 whiskeys.
ADHD.
Yeah.
Matt over at ADHD Whiskey called out basically every channel on YouTube to do
Except ours.
except ours. Yeah, every channel that has
We'll
been
let
around
that
for
slide.
longer than
We'll let it slide though. But
any
we're coming
channel.
up, guys.
Any channel that has more than, like, say, I don't know, 200 some subscribers, I think, pretty much. So
We need more
if we had
subscribers,
3,
guys.
no, we just need we don't need anything. It's time to go. Are we done?
We're done. We're the Whisky Wimps. Everything's better with whiskey.
And friends.